Hey y'all. Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. How y'all doing? I just popped in because one, RHOA's trailer is out. We gotta talk about it. Two, that last episode of Ultimate Girls Trip, Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, came out on Peacock today, and I watched it. So we definitely got to talk about that. Now I'm gonna apologize in advance because I'm gonna try not to smack in y'all ears, but I've been working all day and your sister is hungry. Okay, so I may end up chewing. Not me. I can almost guarantee you I'm gonna end up chewing, but y'all forgive me in advance if you hear me smacking. Please know it's not bad manners. It's just, a sister's hungry, okay? A sister is hungry. So let me greet everybody that's in the room and then let's talk about this. And Tamika Scott, we're gonna hit on that too, because she say she got proof. She say she's showing the council check. She say the signature ain't hers. So we're gonna talk about that too. Okay. So let me go ahead and greet who's in the room and then let's have a little chat. A little chat of that tat. Jackie Gaines, hey sis, Miss Kaiser Sose is in the house. Hey girl. All right. We got the beautiful Chanel D Queen up in here. This is A. How you doing? Deborah Harris, hey girl. Miss Sparkle is here, y'all. Our resident Mary Kay lady. We had a few minutes to talk today before the phone started jumping. CC Miller, thank you so much, sis. CC sent me some stuff off of my Amazon wish list. Surprised me as usual. I was super shocked, but I was so happy. My sis knows my heart. She sent me some stuff I can do crafts with. I was so excited because everybody who knows me, y'all know I love to do crafts and I love me some bling. And my sis hooked me up. Thank you so much, Cheryl. I'm glad you made it. We got Vanessa Comagate in the house. Hey, sis. What's happening? Ah, Helene. Hey, girl. It's good to see you. There go my sister Marilyn. Says she doing paperwork, but she hanging with us tonight. All right. Hey, Sharon White. Girl, how you been doing? It's always so good to see you. Hey, DS. How you? Millie Rock. Hey, girl. Mama's Peanut up in him. Lel. How you doing? Okay. Sis. Hey, Oval. You eating too? I sure appreciate it. I'm glad when somebody can understand. A girl is just hungry today. I'm going to do my best. You say Candy got activated. That's what you call it. I don't know if it's a bait and switch, DM Rocks. I don't trust them. Remember, they done us like this before. And I don't know whether they're trying to fool us into watching this season coming. I think they heard us saying, a lot of us saying, I don't think we was going to go through it no more because last season was very painful. Y'all excuse me. Had to use my scissors to cut some fabric real quick. I saw something that I didn't like. But listen, I think they heard us saying that, a lot of us saying we didn't know if we was going to watch because last season was so painful. It wasn't just boring. It was painful. It was painful. And I don't know whether I can trust them. Hey, sweet beloved. You say, yeah, go on eat. I'm going to eat a burger too and some cheese fries. Now, that sounds good. But I don't know if I trust them. Now, one thing I will say, so far this season, everything has not played out in social media so that we kind of know what to expect. And we already like, oh my God. Okay. Now, first of all, if we talking about the clothing, now the Peanut pointed out something to me, that Kenya Moore's look is a look she's done before. The curly hair, the same style of dress. The dress that Kenya got and they pictured in the cast photo this year, it looked almost just like the dress she had on for the reunion, at the reunion last year, the last reunion. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like even the color and the texture was real similar. I'm for real. This is a, hey, Shani. But she did look nice. Now, I'm not going to, even though the look was kind of redundant, if I'm being honest, her and I would say, let me look at this picture. And hopefully y'all seen the picture too. If not, if you pull it up real quick on your interwebs, you'll see what I'm talking about. Because if I'm being honest, even though the look is redundant, in my opinion, her and Marlo and Sheree looked the best out of all of them. They really did. Marlo's dress was cute, and she can get away with it because of the height. She was definitely the height. Like I say, Kenya's look is so similar. Even like the pink that she had at the reunion last year kind of had like an orangish tint, the same kind of sheen, shiny like look. But it looked good on her. Like, even though it's redundant, it looked good on her. I don't know if Candy was going for Dream Girls or what she was going for, a child. I don't know. I don't know what the hell Drew Sidora got on. I told her baby that Sonia Richards Ross looked like she's a Hebrew Israelite that joined the Commodores. Like, I don't know what that look is, but it's a mess. Or maybe she trying to be, live beyond Thunderdome or something. She trying to do Thunderdome. Mad Max. Hey, DT. All right, now, DT say, y'all hit the like button. Please hit the like button because that'll get me in the algorithm. They don't like to share my notifications or nothing else. So please, y'all, hit the like button. You was feeling Sheree's long braided ponytail. Well, Sheree pretty, and she doesn't miss a lot. Sometimes she miss with her look, but she don't really miss a lot. You can't tell by the stuff she was selling on She by Sheree, but she got some style now. And Marlo was rude to kick Kenya's hotel door like that in the trailer. I don't know whether she was rude or not because we haven't seen the scene. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying I don't know if I trust that trailer because we don't have enough context. Okay. Y'all know how sometimes they advertise movies and they show you all of those like all the jump scares and stuff. And then when you get to the movie, those were actually the only exciting scenes in the movie. Hey, Miss Niecy, I don't want to get there this season. Yeah, it did give like it could have been Mad Max. I appreciate you, CC. I was so happy to get my presents. DS say more like Nightmare Girls. Oh, instead of Dream Girls, Nightmare Girls Candy was going for. I didn't know what that look was, but I say, well, all right, girl, if that's how you feel, what can I tell you? Lord DT done started. Talking about she looked like Tadrika's second cousin and Colonel Sanders' uncooked fried chicken in one person. I'm hurt. Hey, Keisha Posey. You just got out church? Okay. Well, this is a good place to be. You know, we don't do no cussing and stuff over here, so I think you're safe. We ain't gonna get you in no trouble. Hey, happy to be happy. But I just don't want to get there this season and be disappointed because y'all remember Potomac bait and switched us this year. If we being honest, Potomac did not deliver like they should have. Now, we had a lot of material to talk about because they kept violating and insulting Black women. But from the trailer that they presented, what we got was something completely different. Excuse me, y'all. It just was. It was something completely different. And I don't know. Like, RHOA has consistently flopped. They got Manietta on here. I'm going to be honest. I don't trust them. I don't. And I don't mean that no type of way, but I mean it however it come out. I don't have time for that ignorant stuff. I don't. Now, y'all tell me if I'm wrong or whether I'm being paranoid. Beautiful, beautiful Bianca Edwards is here. She say hit the like button. Hey, Miss Knox. Hey, Shanika C. DM Rock say Kenya did look good in both cases. Yes, she did. That's why I say, even though the look is kind of repetitive or redundant, it don't take away from the fact that she one of the best looking people in that picture. Love her or hate her, like her, dislike her, whatever, however you want to cook it up. She one of the best looking people in that picture. Because I don't know what the hell Drew doing. And that dress does not help the fact that she real boxy shaped. Okay? It was not a good look. It wasn't a good color choice. Just her stylist needs to be fired. Sonya Richards Ross looked like she's a straight up Hebrew Israelite. She dressed like a Power Ranger. Candy is giving, you know, budget dream girls or somebody's dream girl. I don't know who. Sheree is kind of cute sitting down, but then the standing up pic is a little iffy. Like, honestly, I feel like Kenya and Marlo won that picture. I'm just saying. And it's close too. Yeah, Kenya look good in that picture. I mean, ain't no way around that. Miss Kaiser Sose said they giving tidbits of older housewives to get more people to tune in. Right. I saw they had Kim Zolciak and then Lisa Wu and Deshaun Snow. And like child, Deshaun was born the first season. That's why her ain't came back. And I'm just like, y'all giving us the tidbits. And then the fact that you're going to use Kim Zolciak of all people to try to get attention to get us to come back. Like she didn't sit up there and call people NIGGAs. Who's she supposed to be? Tupac? DT said that Drew hired Gizelle stylist because that's what it looked like. It could have been. It could have been the same person that made that pimp cup dress. Bianca say, hey, I'm leaving work. All right. Yeah, if you driving, be in the bushes. Don't be typing and driving now. Girl, Sonya did look like a Power Ranger. She sit up there looking like the Gold Ranger. Yep, Kenya and Marlo definitely ate the girls. They ate them up. So I hope Crispy Kim, sure she is going to be on there. So if you don't want to see it, you can't look. This is they say, I give it a watch. I'm annoyed they brought KKK Kim back. That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised, but I don't want to say surprised because that's not accurate. I'm not surprised, but I feel like Bravo got a lot of nerve and they real bold. They real bold. Now, you know what? My sister that's going to be on the phone texting me instead of in the chat. She say Kenya should have been in the center of that picture. I agree. her and Candy should have been switched out spots because Candy looks a mess and she don't need to be in the center portion of that picture, because actually what it does, it makes the picture awkward because your eyes will never be drawn to the center. It's going to be drawn to the left or the right. It's either going to be drawn to Marlo, who's got the body to wear horizontal stripes, and let's be clear, everybody can't do that, or it's going to be drawn over there to that goddamn Kenya Moore. Ashy or not, the heifer looks good. And ain't no way around that. Ain't no way around it. Yeah, Kenya and Marlo for the win. For sure. You say Miss Snow was more like Miss Desert. Yeah, but she's sweet though. This is, they say, I think Sheree keep bringing her back in scenes. Yeah, Sheree probably is the one that keep wanting to bring, Clay and Kim back. That's how she is. Say Kim said racism wasn't real. I remember her saying it wasn't real. That was after calling people NIGGAs. Say, in my opinion, the Atlanta ladies look better than Gizelle and Nick can ever. That's true. Now that's true. I can't argue with that. When you right, you right. Chanel said them two Aquariuses. Hey, yes. Now, if we gonna keep it all the way funky, them two Aquarius chicks was killing it. They killed that photo. It was yellow tape. Chalk outline. Say Kim need the money. Yeah, well, everybody do. Ain't none of us Oprah now. Ain't none of us Oprah. Hey, Morgan D. Child, Sharon White say Nene said that someone would save Kim, but they didn't save her. Well, I mean, you can't save Nene. Nene took a strong stance, and it was the right stance. And looked like to me, Nene doing her thing. That heifer over there in London looking good, child. She was coming down them stairs so good, my knees got jealous. I say, now I know I'd have busted my behind. I'd have had to turn to the side and hold the banister an inch down, step by step. Child, Nene over there looking good, moving good. I still don't like that man. I'm sorry. I don't know what it's going to take, but I still don't like him. Needs to say Candy want to be the center of attention desperately, and she's not a center of attention type of girl. Hey, Philly Joint. Say Kim has bills to pay. Maybe Kim cleans Sheree pool. Hell, I wouldn't be mad if she did. Money is money. It's work long as she ain't stealing from nobody. My friends say Candy being forced on us, and I don't want it. Me either. Say, why is Kim Z back again? Girl, because they just can't get rid of her. They just can't stand to let her go. Her husband can bring firearms to the reunion. She can call people niggas, and she'll still have a job. But if a black woman point out how racist it is to allow her to still be there after doing that, then she's the problem. Don't forget that. Morgan said, I miss Nene, and RHOA is not the same without her. It sure ain't. And as much as Porsha getting on my nerves with this Ultimate Girls Trip, it ain't the same without her either. The energy is all just muddied up. But let's talk about it. So it looked like Candy is on there. This part we did see on social media. If y'all recall, they were saying it was some kind of party and it was a theme party or whatever. And Candy was trying to fight somebody. Now we see in the trailer, she was talking about headbutting somebody and I'm talking to Marlo like I'm being quiet because I can't strangle you right now. And I'm like, girl, if you run up on Marlotta gonna beat you half to death and end up back in jail. You know you can't fight, Candy. You just like your cousin Akbar. Y'all act like y'all can fight. You know you can't fight. Just like you wasn't in no hurry to get over there for Mel to beat you half to death. Just like you didn't want that Bama beat down, you don't want no St. Pete beat down either. So I'm just like, okay, here we go with the Billy Goat crying and shaky voice and pretending like she want to fight. Child, bye. Bye. Just bye. I'm sorry. This SWV escape has given me a candy overload, and it's a bit much. It's a bit much. I don't know what the hell Marlo got going on with the dough kicking, but I guess we'll find out what the hell she kicking the dough for. It looked like Marlo being extra. No, Marlo is definitely not the one to play with. And we got a glimpse of her with the chef. Now, I don't know what's going on with Marlo and the chef because that young man celebrated his birthday last month, I want to say, or early this month. And she wasn't in none of the pictures. So I guess maybe they're not talking no more because I didn't see her on his Instagram at all. They did a whole video and everything. I did not see her in the place. So I don't know whether that was just a moment or she just met him, but whatever went on, he just had his birthday and I did not see her in the place. Okay. DM Rock said, I love it when Kenya and Nene team up together to read Kim at the season 10 reunion. Yeah, you know what? I like it when any of them girls put their BS to the side and they have a moment. Look, that moment listen, one of my favorite moments on RHOA, the link up, was when that chick came there to try to embarrass Candy and make her feel bad, talking about, she was a come up. I don't care if she is a sugar mama. Who the hell are you to come there to say that to her? At the end of the day, the man is y'all's problem and not her. The fact that all them ladies at that table had Candace back and they was over there amen, blooping and going on. I say, yes, sir. You done walked up to the wrong table, boo. You thought you had friends over here, didn't you? I loved it. I like when I really do. And I don't know, I guess that just be like a sister moment for me. But I love when these girls can put the bull crap to the side and back each other up. It really tickles me. So absolutely, that was cool. Yeah, Marlo will definitely get with her. Candy need to sit down somewhere because all that pretending like you want to fight, girl, that ain't it. Hey, Mr. James. Yeah, that was epic. Honey, them sisters got her. They descended. Right. She cannot nuck if you buck. She better not be nucking or bucking. Not with them girls that can stomp her. Yeah, that was season 6. Wasn't it, Morgan? Baby, them girls, all of them. It was the Voltron Force Activate. Them girls got together on her. She thought, okay, well, they got friction. I'm going to come here and say some old slick stuff, take some shots at Candy, and they'll go along with it. Nah, baby. Nene, Phaedra, all of them. They was like, yep, guess you heard that, right? That's right, girl. I say, yep. Get her. Because she ain't had no business coming over there to the table with the bull crap. I say, now that's a real girl. That's how girls supposed to act. Yeah, that's the one. Morgan, I like you because you be helping me remember. See, I be remembering what done happened, but I'll forget what season it had happened in. Okay? Shannon says, so when she started crying and threatening people, they supposed to be scared. Girl, try and sing a song. Sit there. Oh, Lord. So that was something. Then I just don't know what Manetta gonna do. Look like Sonya's husband telling her that the whole get along gang got to get the hell out of his house. That might be interesting. I don't know. It was, something. You got Drew and Ralph with the therapist and talking about divorce. Like, child, we already done fast forward to the end of that. We know y'all ain't gonna make it, okay? It's a messed up situation. Y'all say it with me. It could fall apart at any time. Okay, that's Ralph and Drew. And none would be the wiser except you and I and everybody watching on RHOA. Okay, hey Patricia Walking. So that just is what it is. That just is what it is. But while we talking about singing, we got to revisit SWV Escape one more time because Tamika done brought them receipts. Now, this is what we needed from her. This is what I needed from her. Because I'm going to tell y'all flat out, I wasn't finna believe a goddamn thing she said till you bring them receipts. Well, honey, Tamika done brought them receipts. Hey, Queena. Back at work, but you listening. Thanks, sis. Y'all hit the like button. She brought the receipt. So now, as far as I'm concerned, and I heard something about Latasha finna give her money, but first of all, we needed the receipts as the viewing audience because we don't know which one of you lying helpers to believe. I didn't. And I don't have no feelings about that. I would feel the same way all over again. All them hoes lie too much for me. But Latasha, you didn't need receipts because you knew what you had done. I believe the mama didn't believe it, but Latasha, you knew what y'all had done. Now, it's possible that maybe you didn't know what your husband did, but just the whole thing about the girl showing text messages saying that somebody threatening to send videos of a sex tape and some naked pictures and all this other stuff. You knew what you had done. I believe the mama didn't know. I believe Latasha told her side and mama believed Latasha. I didn't know what had happened. Nobody really knew until you brought the receipts out. And I'm glad she did. So now, Latasha, I would like to know what you got to say for yourself. Because you sat up there and flat said no, just like she flat said you stole. You flat said no. And now that you done said no, and then y'all texted this girl and tried to blackmail her, now she done brought out the receipts. Latasha, what have you to say for yourself? What have you to say for yourself? Don't tell me you one of these women that when a man dead wrong, you gonna back him up. Even against your sister, Latasha. Even against your sister. Latasha with the forced runs. Even against the sister. Your blood sister. Same mama, same daddy. You sat there. And don't y'all come correcting me in the replay. I know I said sat. I meant sat. S-O-T. You sat there. And them people flat asked you, did you take this money from this girl? You no. And they asked, I believe they asked you, did Rocky take that money? No, or whatever. And you telling him, and he's sitting up there, how my name get in it? You know exactly how the hell your name got in it, Rockhead, because y'all done, somebody forged the girl's signature, what she say. Now, I ain't seen a sample of her signature. But if she gonna go this far to bring it all out, because that's what I said. If you got it, bring it out. What y'all got to say for y'all self? Because we got every right to be skeptical. But you can't be skeptical when you know what the hell you did. Morgan said, I find your channel, Shenanitra, just finding you funny and real at the same time. Love it. Thank you, sis. You know, people get mad at me, though, because they be wanting me to jump on bandwagons, and I don't do that. I like concrete proof. And now that we got concrete proof, I need to hear from Latasha what you got to say. Because, see, people making jokes about this stuff and, oh, she running to the bank to cash the girl check. I don't think it's funny worth a darn. I don't find this one funny at all. How the hell you steal from your own sister, or even worse, allow a man to steal from your own sister, your blood sister? And that kind of stuff hit me a certain type of way. I had a sister that stole from me plenty of times. Lied on me, too. So now, this girl done sat up here, and I want to know what you actually told your mama, because your mama clearly believed your story. And now I'm really believing more and more what I thought about you is that you one of them sneaky people, and you know how to do the right stuff when your mama is looking, so that she'll feel like, you know, you the best girl, you the good girl. But what story did you tell your mama? Because your mama really believed you. She did. Shannon said the wax sister was backpedaling. And you know what popping on the Ricky Smiley show today? I didn't hear Ricky Smiley. I didn't. I missed it. Yeah, Philly, you say she knew. I'm starting to feel like that. Right. Say them Scott sisters got a lot of issues. They do. Both of them messy. Both of them, get on my nerves. But the fact that Latasha, you aware and you was like really cloaking for this man. You all right with this man taking from your sister? And you knew what happened. Everybody else asking for receipts because both of y'all is big liars. But you knew full well. And you sat there and made it go all the way to this. You pushed it all the way to this. And then gonna try to blackmail the girl. I couldn't believe that. Morgan say Tasha was on the Ricky Smiley show and child, the brat got with her. Oh, well, I got to go listen to that. I'm glad the brat got with her. Shannon say, in the words of old school movie Turk 182, Tyler, New, and Zimmerman flew. I remember Turk 182. That's old school. You taking me back. I believe Rocky stole it, but my thing is, I believe Tasha knew, and at the very least, for it to be all the way down to, right, friend, I believe for it to come all the way down to that girl getting text messages trying to, like, blackmail her and tell her that she better make it go away. How dare you? Helene say, you see how Rocky's sitting up there with his arms crossed? You know what? I don't, and I never encourage you ladies to hit men. I don't, because usually a man got more upper body strength than you and everything else. But that Negro there, I might have swung on him. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. He would say siblings can be your worst enemies. They can. They can. That's what somebody just told me. Said she was on Ricky Smiley this morning and say her and the brat had an exchange because the brat was getting with her. I gotta go listen to that. I almost want to put y'all on mute to go listen to that one. Morgan say, I just want to know what was Tamika's motive in bringing this out. I now think Tasha knew something. Oh, so you think it's even more mess to this, Morgan? This is ridiculous. Yeah, y'all, please like this video. Help me out. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Say, even today, Tasha still denying stealing. Okay. See, this right here is what's about to run my pressure up. Hold on. Let me cough real quick. Let me mute because I got to cough. Sorry, y'all. First of all, what the hell is she even denying? So is she saying because the address matched, it went to your address, it was the exact same address, and the signature she say ain't her signature. So if you didn't take no money from her, who signed the check, Tasha? Are you saying she was living there too in that apartment? You, your mama, this man, who else was in this goddamn apartment? Natasha already getting on my nerves, but she about to get even further on my nerves. Child, sis just say Candy ended up calling in to Ricky Smiley. Lord, what the hell she calling in there for? Mama got some of that money. I don't believe that. I believe that lady sit up there. I honestly believe that lady believe whatever Latasha tell her. Now that's what I say. You say just like Tim from Sweetie Pies. Rocky stay throwing Tasha under the bus. Well, I know one thing. He stay doing something trifling because I believe he was the one behind sending them messages threatening that girl. I don't like that. I had my eye on him, but I didn't know what to make of him. Say the sex tape went missing from the safe. Now Tamika is being blackmailed about the tape. First of all, can I just say this? And I don't care if y'all call me old. I am old. I'm tough. I can take it. What the hell are you doing recording yourself hunching for? Why was it in a safe? See, this is the stuff that pissed me off. You ain't no little girl. It ain't nothing worse than an old heifer. You putting your behind on camera hunching. Who the hell want to see that in the first place? I was disturbed that somebody was threatening her. We gonna leak it. That's not a threat to her. That's a threat to the general public. Don't nobody want to see that. They got to stop some of this foolishness. Shannon said, yes, the brat was like, I was on tour with y'all back in the day. I saw how things were. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, she was in her 20s when she made the tape. Well, why did you keep it? What you had it in the safe for? It should have been destroyed. She said her sister never lived in New York, and that was a lie. But mad people were saying the chick lived in New York. Well, I don't know nothing about where they live. Now that part I can't keep up with because I don't know where she lived or didn't live got anything at all to do with this here money that Rocky or somebody done signed for. Even if she didn't, if she did, if she didn't, it don't even matter to me. Like that's what. Let me say this because I don't want to conflate issues. Hey, Gerard. That's what I don't like about these Scott sisters. They get on my nerves with petty bullcrap. Who gives a darn if your funky behind was staying in New York City, paying too much for rent and breathing in all them goddamn fumes? Yeah, Candy is messy and thirsty. If she on there and the brat straightening her out, what the hell is you calling up there for, Billy Goat? If Ricky Smiley wanted you on there, he'd have sent for you. How you know he wasn't going to send for you next? That's why I say Candy get on my nerves too. That entire group of Escape. except for Tani. And I don't even know, y'all. Let me say this. That's the thing that I did not see coming. I did not see that Tani was gonna be the person that I liked the most out that whole group. I never had a real strong opinion of Tani one way or the other. Even when people were lying on her and talking about they was drugging people and all that. I never had no strong opinion of Tani. I didn't. But I just honestly I didn't see it coming. I knew I liked her mama, but I didn't see that coming. Tani is the most reasonable, mature, and sensible person in that whole group. That the rest of that group just throw the whole thing in the garbage. Helene say from what Tamika was saying, they owe her more than $30,000. Tamika about to get on my nerves too. Now, where the more than $30,000 come from, Tamika? Don't be giving us no dribs and drabs. Now, you're bringing out receipts, bring them all so we can talk about them all one time. See, they get on my nerves. It's giving you doing this for ratings at this point now. Just tell us everything one time, Tamika. God darn. Miss Kiki say Tasha also said it wasn't his name. Oh. But what they got to do with the signature being forged? Like, Tasha, come on now. You need to explain this. Well, who the hell is Eddie? Who the hell is Eddie? If it went there and Eddie signed underneath it and somebody signed it and it wasn't your sister, it was at the same apartment where you was living, Latasha. Who is Eddie? If your husband ain't Eddie, who is Eddie? Eddie. Who is Eddie? I don't like it. Queena says she think the mama got a piece of the pie. I don't know. Something ain't telling me that. Morgan D say, why and then give it to your sister to hide? Right. Why is anybody hiding a sex tape for you? My sister say, Mouth of the South Candy called and explained the more than $30,000 again, and why she commented on her sister's business is beyond me. Yeah, that don't make no sense. Candy is allegedly suing Rocky for disparaging Todd's name. Child, please. Well, that ship has sailed. People been talking about Todrica. You shouldn't have married a man with that much dirt on him. Miss Nisa say, why you give it to your sister? Right. Why would you give a sex tape to your sister? I don't know. And the fact that the man talking about he got pictures of Todd puffing on Peter, nobody don't want to see that either. Can I? Y'all give me a 1 in the chat if I speak for everybody when I say don't nobody want to see no pictures or videos of Todd puffing on Peter. We don't want to see that. Shannon say Tamika say she looked good in the tape and she not ashamed of it and dared her sister and husband to go ahead and release it. You know we going to leak it. Child, first of all, Tamika, you ain't never looked good a day in your life. I'ma just say it. Because, see, everybody been pussyfooting around this. I'ma just say it. I'ma go ahead and put it out there and let the chips fall where they may. Okay? Y'all go ahead and like this video if you can. Okay? Hey, nephew, what's happening? Right. Why would you give it to your sibling? Why would your sibling need to hold your sex tape? You nasty cow. The hell wrong with you? Hey, Catherine Bennett. Oh, I see the one. So I'm not the only one that don't want to see that. Hey, Stoner Gaming. This don't make no darn sense. Don't nobody want to see that mess. But I'm going to just say that. Talking about some dirt. I look good. You ain't never looked good a day in your life. You act like we didn't see you back in the 90s when you was in your 20s. We saw you in your 20s, Tamika. You ain't never looked good. There ain't never been a day when you look good. Ever. You or your sister. You and your sister been walking around ever since we ever known y'all looking like Aqua Teen Hunger Force. You look like Shake and she look like Meatwad. And neither one of y'all don't look good. Not then, not now. And by the looks of them wigs y'all putting on, you ain't got no intention on ever looking good. Hey, Red Majestic Diva. Hey, Toyonda. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of both of them little girls. I'm not even little girls, old heifers. I'm tired of them. This don't make no sense. Now his name ain't Edward. Well, who the hell is Edward? Because Edward forgot darn show sign that check. Because I seen it. And that's what I don't like. When I see it with myself, with my own two eyes, please don't come back playing in my face, trying to convince me I didn't see what I done seen. I think she was referring to her performance. Girl, when it comes to that, how you look is part of your performance. If you look in a mess, it look a mess. Don't nobody want to see that. Don't nobody want to see it. And I know we all been pussyfooting around the elephant in the room, which is them. Those are still them ugly girls that Biggie Small called them ugly girls. Now I'm sick of this. Tamika looked nasty in her clothes. Thank you. So you not finna convince me that you stripped down and magically you got fine. The lies you tell. The lies. Toyonda say, Ricky Radio got the questions wrong. Tiny Mom said she didn't know his name was Edward, his real name. They told Tasha that Tamika didn't know. She was saying that was a lie. Her sis knew his name was Edward. I'm tired of them. At this point, Rocky took that money. I believe that Tasha knew, and she covered up for that man after he stole her sister money. Now, that's what I think. And I think Tasha went and told her mama her side of the story, and her mama didn't even want to hear the other side. Now, that's what I think. You say Tamika looked like the Grinch. I didn't know what she looked like. I didn't. I can't even call it. Hey, Vita from Denver. Yes, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. My name is Sheikh Zula, the Mike Ruler, the old school. Yes, them. Hey, Nakaya. Love you, boo. Shanny, what you say? Tamika with the bangs. I'm so tired of her with them bangs. And Meatwad over there got on that crusty yellow wig. I'm like, girl, all them nice blonde wigs. She could have got a wig from Amazon look better than that. You talking about get off Beyonce internet with it. Well, tell Beyonce to tell me to get off the internet. I might listen to her. Yes, her and her sister. The mama look better than both of them. Quiet as kept. And my sis on the phone says she's starting to think all of them lying about something. I believe that. I believe it. When I say I'm sick of that whole group. Taddy need to see if SWV will let her just go with them by herself. Yeah, Candy enjoying it because I believe she in there stirring all the mess up. I do. She enjoying it way too much. Hey, E. Davis. Aw. Say them bangs need rescuing. Yes. She need to be rescued she need to be delivered from them bangs. But that's the latest thing that I saw. And I didn't see the whole Ricky Smiley situation. I'm going to have to listen to that. But it's just the idea. Right. Escape is dysfunctional at its finest. It's true. It's just true. It don't make no sense. Lord, my friend sent me a picture of Grimace and the Hamburglar. I'm dead. I'm turning off my phone behind that. I'm turning it all the way off. Grimace and the Hamburglar, sis? God dang. But yeah, that right there got me. I'm through with Tasha. Like I was trying to hold a little bit of, being reasonable. And I try to be reasonable. Let me tell y'all something. I try to be reasonable like that because I saw everybody jumping on the girl. So I said, okay, let me try to be reasonable. Let me wait till we get everything in, see if we can get a straight story, find out exactly what went on for sure. Let me just see what's going on for sure. I be John Brown if it's exactly what the girl said, and then they gonna up the ante by trying to threaten this girl. Disgusting. So now on to when it comes to the RHOA trailer, I don't know if it's a bait and switch or not. I'm gonna ask y'all: do y'all want me to review RHOA this starting in May or what? If y'all want me to review it, let me get a 1. If it's the hell with them, they lying to us, give me a 2. I'm gonna give it a second. I'm gonna see what y'all got going on. That'll give me an excuse to chew a little bit of food. Hey, Don D. Right. Hey, gossip news and true crime. E. Davis say don't trust them. Everybody else saying one. Mm-hmm. Hey, Sasha Ellis. Sharon White say don't trust them. Everybody else say go ahead and watch them. Okay. So this is what I do. Okay, because I don't trust them. Yeah, it don't look right. All of them seem lighter than they was, but tiny. Okay, that's what I was about to say, Dialogue Sisters. You took it right out my head. Sis said it right there. She said give them 3 episodes, and that's exactly what I was going to say. I'm going to watch them for 3 episodes, and if they pull another bait and switch, we going to drop them hoes on the curb. Is that fair? Y'all let me know if that's fair. We going to give them 3 episodes, Royal Family. 3 episodes. And if they pull a bait and switch and they don't live up to what they're trying to show us on this trailer, then we gonna break up with them. Is that's fair? Philly Joint say that's fair. Yeah, definitely. Yep, do the trial. Y'all say that's fair. Okay. So that's what we gonna do. Now we done agreed to this. If we see they ain't coming through and they don't do what they supposed to do after that 3rd episode, look at here. Bye. We're gonna tell them bye. Bye, girl. Bye, girl. We're not finna play with these people. Because last season was painful as hell. Every Sunday, I would be like, oh God, I gotta watch them again. And I'm not going through that no more. They show was giving me deep depression. Thanks, Vito. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's what's up. So now let's talk about this Ultimate Girls Trip episode 4. Because y'all, this right here. Oh, yes. That's right, honey. We're going to tell them bye, Felicia. And Felicia first cousin. Mm-hmm. This is they say it's fair. I get given up on the season and not wanting to finish the rest of the show. Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't want them to fool us no more. Because y'all know Potomac did a bait and switch. Potomac bait and switched us. And then once we got into the season, the only thing it was them sitting up, planning, plotting, lying on people's husbands and trying to take down the black girls. And they better give us something. They better give us something. Yeah, we got to talk about Porsha, child. We got to talk about y'all cousin Porsha. That's right, Bianca. Tell them now. Hit that like button. Hit it. Girl, the last season was painful. It was so boring. It was worse than Chinese water torture. It was horrible. It was really horrible. And they claiming it's going to be what it is. And Candy running around pretending like she want to fight people in the trailer. I don't know whether that's going to give what they saying it's going to give. But we going to see. Hey, Vet. We going to see. If they lying, it's going to come out. If they lying, it's going to come out. So listen. Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Now we get to the oh, you some blood kin, so that's your cousin for real. Well, I'm finna talk about your cousin this time. Now you know I love you and I don't want you to take this personal, but we got to talk about your cousin. Your cousin full of crap on this show. Okay. So day 4, Portia supposed to be in charge of the events. Okay, this is the barbecue day, the Thai barbecue day. Now you got the 2 girls from Miami, or as we say in Florida, Miami, and they in there pour little Pepsi trying to tell them about the barbecue and stuff, and he was trying to say pork child. Marisol thought the man said they was finna eat some paws. That fool said she was gonna play sick. I said I'm dead. But I don't disagree with that. If it's something you don't eat, play crazy. Play like your stomach hurt. Then you got Gizelle and Porsha. Apparently they gonna be, it looked like these 2 gonna be the Bopsy twins the whole trip or whatever. Because they have clearly linked up and decided they gonna intimidate and bully. Okay. And they talking about the pool and Gizelle letting people know she did not go skinny dipping. And I'm sure everybody in Phuket said, hallelujah. You know what I mean? Then they get to Leah and Candace. Now, Leah is the little drunk girl from New York. Or used to be drunk girl. Now she don't drink no more. that they was picking on before. All of them ganged up on her. And Candace was the only person that spoke up for her because it was real nasty. So Candace was sitting there telling her, before the last episode went off, like, don't take it personal, just move on from her. And Leah was like, well, I know during the seasons that Gizelle has done way worse than say she was bored, which she have. Yeah, she called herself Suntan Barbie. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But then when somebody let her know she is colorist, then she play crazy. But that's her. That's the Lord of the Rings child. So Candace was like, look, just don't let them see you upset, which is the truth. When people bullying you, they want to see you upset. That's why they doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so Candace was like, look, she exhausted from the drama. They don't get Emmys for these shows, but they need them. And the little girl needed some tweezers. And I had a moment where I could identify with Leah because she said she had to pull some hair out her chin. And I know I done had to pull hair out my chin before. So I'm like, all right, Leah, I feel you, girl. Good thing you stopped drinking. If you done got old enough that you got to worry about, menopausal issues, you might want to dial it back a little bit, So they get down there to breakfast. They talking about everything fried, and then they got their robes and blah, blah, blah. Leah talking about her cycle on and she miserable, and Marisol talking about, I ain't got no monthly. Matter of fact, when they was on the boat, Marisol was even picking on the girl for having a period. Talking about who gets periods anymore. What is this, the 80s? Everybody who still got working organs. Why was that something for you to say, who gets periods anymore? Normal women who got normal working parts. But if somebody start talking about the fact that you a barren woman with a dried up womb, then you'll be, they shaming me. So don't shame nobody. Don't be trying to make no comments trying to act like somebody is out of style. Baby, periods are not trendy. Periods are just part of womanhood. But I just, I digress. It is what it is. So they went to talking about that, and then all of them went to trying to question the fat girl. What's her name from Salt Lake City? The fat one of the cousins. What do y'all tell me this girl name now? Let me go through my notes. What is the fat girl name? Because all through my notes, I wrote down the fat girl. Hold on. Where's she at? Where is it? Heather. There you go. They questioning her about first the fat girl was questioning Leah about how she doing or whatever. She like, child, she fine, as she should be. I'm glad Candace gave her a little pep talk. Then everybody went to questioning the fat girl. Thank y'all. Heather, that's her name. Everybody went to questioning her about her cousin and all that. I don't understand why they keep bringing this cousin up. They need to let this go. It's a dry story. The girl keeps saying the same thing over and over. She's brought us nothing new. And I still see what it was. You wanted her to help you lie. She didn't. And now you trying to find fault with her and you look stupid. I mean, I didn't watch the season, but this seems real cut and dry because she all but admitted to it. So then they talking about all that. Porsha come dragging her tail in there talking about something smell like bologna. I wanted to throw my shoe at the television at that point. Because what are you trying to say, Porsha? Porsha was being funny because, some of us say them people do smell like bologna wrappers. And the fact that she walked in there talking about something smell like bologna, Porsha was trying to be funny. Y'all say what you want to say. Now, I ain't going to tell you I didn't laugh because I did, but I wanted to throw my shoe at the TV because I say, now, Porsha, you know what? Don't do stuff like that. Don't do stuff like that. Because, see, then if somebody, just flat out had a call it, then she'd have been ready to slam dunk them or something. Then she going to ask them what they talking about. Child, all of them went to line. Oh, we was talking about these massages. What it is, they done figured out that Gizelle and Porsha is the messy ones and trying to control stuff and keep mess going. So they just decided not to even tell you what the hell they was talking about. They told you they was talking about massages. So then the weather messed up. So they talking about they going to have games and do massages, inside stuff because the weather was bad. Okay, cool. So Candace and the skinny cousin, Whitney, she the last one to come down. Them two the last ones to come down. Gizelle tried to explain for Candace, oh, she sleeps late. No, she was up there doing her makeup, putting on her squirrel face. You had to laugh. I laughed too when that fool talking about it smelled like bologna. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, Morgan, she was trying to be funny. I say that goddamn Porsha, she hell for that. Wait a minute. You say why didn't we get Lisa Barlow instead of Heather? Well, I think they wanted them two arguing cousins there. That's what they wanted. They didn't want her to come there to get along with the skinny cousin who's not lying on the fat cousin. They wanted some drama, and there you go. So anyway, Portia went to questioning the big girl too about the skinny cousin and all that, and then the skinny cousin up there FaceTime and this Lisa lady. Mind y'all, I have never watched Salt Lake City because they bore me to tears. But the skinny cousin went to FaceTime and this Lisa person to complain about the fat cousin, talking about she got everybody believing, but on her side, and everybody, believing I'm a liar. Where you are, and you sat there and admitted that you did this stuff for TV, and you mad because you wanted her to back you up. And she didn't. She said she didn't know what you was talking about. She didn't want nothing to do with the lie you was telling. And then she sat there in the confessional like, well, she brought me on, and it was just like a mutual disdain for you, and I feel like I don't owe Heather that. Girl, if you don't want to be her friend, stay the hell out of her face. And then later on in the show, she back in the girl face. Well, I just want us to move forward. Girl, you don't even like this girl. Stop it. So then Portia sit up there and the whole time this girl up here talking bad about her. Portia up there trying to tell the fat girl, well, she love you and give her some grace and she want to move. Portia, you don't know what the hell you talking about. Just like you didn't know what you was talking about trying to tell Candace why she said what she said to Ashley when she meant just what the hell she said. Portia, you can't get your story right, but you're trying to get somebody else's. You say, but Heather and Whitney were boring. Well, Gizelle and Porsha got them on here fighting. That's what they got them doing now. Yeah, Salt Lake City, it didn't look amazing. It didn't. It looked like it had raisins all through all the food. There's raisins everywhere. Raisins in the cabbage, raisins in the coleslaw. It looked like raisins in the mashed potatoes and gravy. Like it was probably raisins in the driveway. Just raisins in the macaroni and cheese. Just raisins everywhere is what it gave me. Yeah, despite the fact that it's getting a fourth season, it needs to go away. I believe. I never watched it to say for sure, but I believe so. So anyway, they talking. And so she gonna ask the girl, well, when did you apply to try to get your name off the roll? And she said, well, I haven't applied yet because it's just a piece of paper and it really don't matter. Which I did hear Heather say on the previous episode that she had not applied yet. She said that. She was like, so you know how hard it is. So why are you bothering me? And you 15 years ahead of me. She hadn't even applied yet. So then Portia was like, well, I don't know what to believe. Because now you saying you ain't applied. You not a bad Mormon. You a bad liar. And I'm like, Portia, sit this one out. Because you a bad liar too. You done gave us 3 different timelines and 3 different accounts for why you laid up with that woman husband. Portia make me tired. Don't listen. Don't come in here with like no moral authority. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Because a lot of us had to try to give you some grace when everybody was treating you like the whole of Babylon. See, this is the thing. I try to be fair with everybody, but Portia pushing it. Like, come on now. We tried to be graceful with you. And you know, Portia. That's all I'm saying. So then Leah in her confessional, the one they all jumped on last episode, talking about this ain't no healthy environment. It don't. She said that people there and trying to intimidate, and she felt intimidated, and she was like, these ain't no, real connections, and she like equal friendships, and she said she don't want to be in no unequal power dynamics, because that's exactly what Gizelle and Porsha are trying to do. Push an unequal power dynamic, like y'all gonna be our friends or you gonna be scared that we gonna jump on you. And that's exactly what the hell them whores trying to do. And I see it. I ain't gonna, you know me, you might not know me all the way yet. I drag you for what's accurate. So I can only drag on what she do. But I tried to give her some grace to hear her story out about that man, and she never could tell me a story that made sense. Instead, Portia sat up there and lied about who went and who DM first, and then got her behind on Watch What Happens Live, talking about what I got in his DM because I heard she was pregnant. I knew he needed support. Then she sat on this show, The Ultimate Girls Trip, and said, I went in his DM after they announced they was getting divorced. And then you got the nerve to call somebody a goddamn bad liar. Girl, get the hell out of here. I guess you would know. So then they get to the massages out there, you know, the Thai massages. I ain't never had none, and now I'm scared to get one because they talking about the people try to touch your privates. I don't know. Porsha talking about she want to strip down. Like, you know, that's nobody asked for that, Porsha. The big girl over there getting a massage, the little Thai person had to jump all the way up and mount her. I say, have mercy. Candace over there talking about, is this a bathhouse? Is this a brothel? All of them up there moaning and groaning and grunting. I couldn't have sat there for that because that sounds funky. And then Gizelle up there claiming, said she the one claimed they tried to touch her pocketbook, her privates. And I'm sitting there like, Lord have mercy. We don't never know what Gizelle, because Gizelle allowing anybody. I don't know if them people actually tried to touch her or not. You know, because we know lying ain't a problem for her. Porsha crazy tail talking about she want her money back because they ain't tried to touch hers. And Leah crazy tail talking about Gizelle sound like a dying bird because she was over there just hollering, making all these weird noises. It was a lot. One of the girls from Miami, the Alexia girl, talking about it was too much screaming. I couldn't relax with all that mess. And the other Miami girl, the drinker, she says she just want to drink. You know, she had stomach problems. Now she ready to get back on a cocktail. Okay. So then Gizelle sitting up there hovering over the big girl, Heather, because she texted and was trying to get in touch with Jen Shaw, and she was like that her and Jen hadn't talked since she pled guilty, but they text back and forth, and she was like, you know, that Jen texted, I love you, and she, you know, they tried to video call her. Mind you, Gizelle talking all this garbage about Jen Shaw and was like, I hope she don't watch this because she gonna be like, I thought we was cool. Then she gonna say, oh, do they got Twitter in jail? She just so nasty. Like, what did that girl do to you? Why is her name in your mouth? Why we can't hear something about you ever? Other than you calling yourself Suntan Barbie. Nakai said, y'all better hit that like button for this good old Kiki. I know that's right. Tell them, sis. Morgan. Yes, she did that. She was all up in it. And then when the girl ain't answer, she gonna get back in the confessional talking about she better be glad she ain't answer because I'm a super sleuth. I had a bunch of questions. Like, who the hell are you that you gonna question somebody? Just disgusting. Just too much. So anyway, that happened. So they get to this barbecue outside. You got to cook it for yourself. So I guess they season everything, but they got to cook it if they gonna eat. Leah went to complain, and then she got on my nerves, talking about everything is in pork oil, and I don't eat pork. Thanks, Porsha. Girl, get over it. Get over it. They had stuff other than meat. Eat the stuff that ain't meat. You know, that type of stuff gets to be annoying. If you somebody that know you got all these darn restrictions on what you cannot eat, then ma'am, you need to be making sure that you check with the kitchen staff to make sure they bring you something special. The whole world should not have to shift and adapt because you have something a special dietary thing that you want to do. Like that, I don't know. That type of stuff annoys me, if I'm being honest. It's really annoying. But Candace sitting there talking about, I thought I would get along with Portia out of everybody. Then Candace, now this is what Candace got on my nerves, y'all. Candace went to work in my last good nerve because she went to talk. She went to crying. Well, Portia, I want to talk to you. And here she come with the tissue. And Portia went to shading her immediately, talking about Candace is no tear left behind. She ain't gonna let now tear get past her the top of her cheekbone, and said that Candace is always either cursing or crying. And that's when you know you getting her real feelings. Then Candace come bringing up Monique and talking about it wasn't the fight, it was everything after, and the false stories, and everything was in Monique's favor. And you was on the chat room and you said that I was suing for the down payment to my house. And I was glad that production played the real back because Portia actually was not in the wrong. She said, Monique said that Candace was suing me trying to get the down payment to the house. So that's what Monique said. Portia had a right to say what Monique said. Candace, get over it. Ain't nobody gonna just feel like they owe you nothing because she has a friend. So Portia was like, girl, I've been physical on the show. She talked to me about it. So I was talking to her about how to get through it. She got a right to be friends with whoever the hell she want to be friends with. Candace talking about it was messy and defamatory. No, the hell it wasn't. Repeating what somebody said is not defamation. If that's the case, then Michael Darby got a case against you. Hello, good night. Candace was working my last good nerve there. She talking about I didn't sue and I didn't need the money. Well, nobody said you really needed the money, but I believe that you was trying to get some money from her, because that would have been a nice little feather in your cap to say, well, you shifted my wig and I shifted a couple of your dollars. It just didn't work out because Ashley Darby went and did a whole statement for Monique, which she had a right to do. Okay? So then we get to this part where, got done it, I had, in my heart, I had to defend Gizelle. The Lord of the Rings, I had to defend the Lord of the Rings, y'all. Because Candace really went, she went left. Because she's sitting there and because Gizelle was like, girl, I defended you on the same platform. Why you talking about she had a platform to do this and that? And so Gizelle was like, yes, she spoke on that platform about what she felt and or what she heard. And Gizelle was like, I defended you on the same platform. So what? Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. She was like, yes, I did. And she did. And then Gizelle took it further, was like, I defended you on the chat room. I defended you when people saw me in public, because a lot of people was not on Candace's side. And I wasn't on Candace's side. And I'm still not on Candace's side with that. You don't be telling nobody when they say, you know, get your hand out my face and you holler what you gonna do, and that person actually show you what they gonna do, girl, shut what we call the entire hell up. You're not supposed to be woofing and selling woof tickets if you know you can't fight. Like, what the hell? She's still worrying about a waving a glass and somebody said that I hit with a glass. Girl, that's over and done. It's dead. I feel like Candace is still traumatized because she used to like to go for bad, and now she knows she can never go for bad again. Because a real pretty prissy Monique Samuels shifted your wig. Right. Don't ask nobody to drag you and then cry when they do it. Yes, girl, I had to defend the Lord of the Rings. I had to defend the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Gizelle was defending her left and right. Now, I'm not saying her motives was pure, because clearly her motives was to demonize Monique. But it shouldn't have mattered what the motives was. She still defended Candace, and Candace need to stop. And then so when Porsha told her, like, girl, that was not no defamation, she said, yes, it was. And so Porsha was like, look, it was hearsay, and I repeated it. And she was like, it wasn't hearsay. It wasn't hearsay. I have a journalism degree. Girl, journalism ain't got nothing to do with the court of law. And that is a legal term, hearsay. That was hearsay, because that was not first person. Monique was not speaking for herself. It was hearsay. Okay? So I have a journalism degree. And Porsha really stung her back. And I think Candace felt some type of way, because when she's on Potomac, she don't really have no match for that mouth stuff. Okay? Porsha do have a little mouth on her, because she was like, you may have the degree, but I got the job. Well, you need to Google my jobs. And Porsha said, I don't need to Google nothing. I don't need to Google nothing. And then she in her confessional, or I can't remember whether she was at the table of the confessional trying to take jabs, talking about some way. You already know how dangerous it is repeating stuff that's not true. Girl, she repeated what she heard, just like she repeated what she heard on the chat room. She didn't do nothing wrong in either case. Candace need to get over it, because at the end of the day, you caused that on yourself. You were woofing and going for bad, much like Candy be doing on Atlanta. But then once somebody took you up on it, and now you can't go for bad no more, you see what it is? She's still embarrassed about that wig shift. She's still embarrassed, period, point blank. And Candace got on my nerves with this on the girl trip. Like, girl, shut the hell up. That's so long ago. That's that girlfriend. She repeated what her friend said. Get over it. Gizelle was on that same Bravo chat room platform defending you. What else the hell did you want? A hero cookie? Girl, stay out of ignorant mess. Because her and Monique were both being ignorant. Y'all was in each other's face. You were an active participant. Your wig got shifted and everybody wasn't on your side. Get over it. Because a whole lot of us girls identified with Monique in that moment. And you better be glad it was a real pretty, prissy, frilly Monique and not somebody like Porsha, humongous tail, that would have really hurt you. You say, sadly, I had to defend her as well. A part of me died inside. Well, I didn't die inside, but I had to defend Gizelle on that one. Nah, the Lord of the Rings did defend you. Left, right, up, down, irrationally, rationally, every way she could. Kat say the issue, it wasn't about Gizzard. She just wanted to hop her tail in. Candace was talking to Porsha. But it doesn't matter if Candace was talking to Porsha. Porsha made the point and Gizelle jumped in to say, yes, I defended you on the same platform. It don't matter whether it was a jump in, a hop in, a skip in. It was the truth. And Candace is full of crap. Hey, my Kai, I love you. But Candace full of crap on that. Like, girl, let it go. You went for bad. Your wig got shifted. Sit down somewhere. Period. Your mouth, your hands, all that bull crap got you in that situation. And then you couldn't do nothing about it. As big a girl as you are, as big as your mouth is, I ain't gonna say as big a girl as you are, but as big as your mouth is, ma'am, you could have said, well, you know what? I want a celebrity boxing match. Let's go on, get in the ring. Let's hash this thing out. But you didn't do that because that one little brief encounter with Monique let you know that you wasn't that girl match, and you probably should watch your mouth. Yeah, I don't know if she was right to defend Candace, because I feel like Gizelle had dirty motives for why she was defending her. However, she did. Morgan said Monique was being a bully, though. She should have fought Gizelle, not Candace. Yes, she should have fought Gizelle. But at that time, the person who had their hands in her face when she said, get your hands out my face, was Candace. When Gizelle reached in and hit Monique's shoulder, she didn't even know that Gizelle was the one hit her shoulder, because her and Candace was in each other's face, acting like a couple of birds. They was both being stupid. A fight broke out, and Candace didn't win, and that's why she's still crying. Kai said, yeah, Gizelle was right, but Candace wasn't confronting Gizelle. It doesn't matter. She was talking to Porsha about her issues with her, the reason everyone thought they would have a problem. Nah, what she was doing was trying to get an apology, and she said that, talking about Porsha, you should just apologize. You could just, why the hell should she apologize to you? Porsha ain't do nothing to you, stupid. Like the old Candace came creeping to the surface. This is why people don't like you. You stupid. Why the hell would Porsha Williams need to apologize to you for not being on your side because you engaged in a fight that your ignorant behind couldn't win? Period. Candace walked all the way back over there, hands in the face. The girl said, get your hands out my face. What you gonna do? And then when she show you what she gonna do, here we are all these many years later, y'all all the way and got there in Phuket, Thailand, and you still crying. Hell. Messing up them people good dinner napkins with your goddamn tears. I hope that mascara was waterproof, because I know your foundation was not. Get on my nerves. That pissed me off so bad. Like, here we go. Gizelle and Porsha are already being insufferable on this trip. Now here go your ignorant tail. Crying about that girl shifting your wig all these years later. Hell, Monique should have went on and beat her good and proper. Then we'd have had a reason to still be hearing about this. Say Candace's hands not matching her smart mouth. It's not Monique's fault. Thank you, Stella Rosa. It ain't. You get in a fight, you get in a fight. You win some, you lose some. That's part of fighting. Sometimes you don't win. I ain't won every fight I've been in. But you know what else I didn't do? I didn't go around crying to everybody for 3, 4, 5 years later, because people didn't think it was, because everybody didn't come demonize the person who won the fight. Girl, get over it. Stop fighting. Right. Porsha can definitely fight. And that's why when Porsha went acting like she was frustrated last episode with Candace, I'm like, you better walk away, because that little bitty girl gonna have to put you in jail. Because Candace can't fight with Porsha. That wouldn't even be a fair fight. That'll be dead wrong. So anyway, that happened. And to be honest, Candace just got on my last good nerves with that. Last good nerves. She started worrying about calling somebody a bully. It ain't had nothing to do with no bullying. She just didn't agree with you and you still mad about it. Get over it. And then Marisol jumped in. Marisol kind of funny. You know, she a drunk, you know, Miss Many Cocktails. She's a little funny, but she's real funny, actually. Because she was like, y'all, first of all, telling Candace this was a fluff opinion show. This wasn't no real investigative journalism. Like, girl, get over it. Because you sound dumb. Just like she could see that they was doing too much and putting 20 on 10 with Leah. Girl, you've been putting 20 on 10 with this wig shift so long that we tired of hearing about it. Most of us are tired of hearing about it. Like, it's over. You didn't win. Stop trying to fight. So then we get to the games, child. Porsha got these people putting on elephant suits and playing something that looked like volleyball. And they were paired up by their cities. And so when they got to her and Leah, they didn't have, you know, they're not actively on shows. So they just kind of merged their names. So she was like, well, let's call ourselves Poor Leah. And so here come Leah with the victim bull crap. Oh, Portia's out to get me. She clearly got a problem with me. You know, I'm not on the show right now. I had the least amount of time. Ain't nobody here from New York. Girl, shut up. Wasn't nobody there from Atlanta either. Shut up, you miserable cow. I'm just like, okay, now y'all all finna get on my nerves. So they played, and then they ended up actually winning. And my thing is, so were you still mad when you was high-fiving her, jumping up and down, talking about yay? And at the end of the day, you all is Leah and Porsha. What y'all want? What did you want her to say? Paria? Should she have said Lorsha? Like, what the hell did you want her to actually say? Or did it even matter how she put the names together? If you still mad because the night before they was bullying you, then you need to open your mouth and say that. And stop trying to play victim the next day. Like, it's real pathetic. Silly Boy 12 from New Zealand. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, shoot, I got some love today. Ow. Gossip News say, why was Leah even there for a child? I don't know. I didn't like them ganging up on that girl because I don't like nobody ganging up on nobody. In case y'all haven't noticed, I don't really do gang ups. But, you know, this the next day, ain't nobody ganging up on you. Why are you sitting up here playing victim? Girl, let it go. Okay, take some prune juice and let that ish go. But anyway, so then they get to the tiny hands game for your partner to stand behind you and use tiny hands and reach around you and feed you. Candace won that. Gizelle had to jump in her confessional and say something rude, talking about Candace gotta win because she got the biggest mouth. Like, Gizelle, just stop. I can already see that this is gonna be one of them things where a lot of these ladies got a lot of nastiness to them. I don't know how I'm gonna make it. Yeah, she did. What I don't know. She didn't say she called her. I don't know if she did. Did she call herself a journalist? I think she said I got the journalism job. She did say journalism job. I don't know. I you know, that was a lot. But she shot right back at her, and Candace was upset, child. Candace was upset, but that's what Candace get for trying. Well, I got a journalism degree. Girl, that ain't got nothing to do with the fact that hearsay is still hearsay. Hey, Rochelle. All right. Now, Gossip News. Now, you know God ain't pleased with nothing you just said there. Talking about, I want to see Porsha and Candace fight. Candace need to learn to watch her mouth, but Leah was never good on New York. That's fine. They still shouldn't have been bullying that girl. But why would you want Porsha to squash that girl? Because that's what'll end up happening. You know good and well, Candace ain't as big as Porsha's leg. She not big as that girl leg. Why would you want her to have to fight that great big old girl? Now, Porsha she looks fabulous. She ain't fat. She looks wonderful, but that girl is cornbread fed and she's solid as a brick outhouse. What the hell would you want that great big old girl to jump and beat on little bitty teenager Candace for? What would Candace even do? So I'm sorry, Candace just get on my nerves. She can be aggravating, but do that mean we want her to die? Right, Morgan, that ain't no fair fight. Hell no. I don't want to see that. If you see that one, you want to see that one alone because I don't want to see nothing like that. That's brutal. Monique Samuels is really petite and slim and fit, and she was a little bit outmatched for Candace. Well, not a little bit, a lot of bit. That's why Candace still crying right now. So clearly we don't need Porsha to get a hold of that girl. Have mercy. Miss Dorothy will be mad with all us. So then they get to this other game. It's like a truth or dare, but instead of just take a drink, this fool got them where if they don't want to tell the truth, they got to eat a scorpion, calling it spew or chew. So she gonna ask Alexia to rate her husbands by number, child. What you say? You so crazy, gossip news. You just gonna get us in trouble with Miss Dorothy, and I'm gonna tell her you the one said it. I ain't got nothing to do with getting that girl beat up. Shannon say even if she was the same size as Porsha, that girl ain't got no hand skills. Yeah, all she got is mouth, and she won't survive. She won't survive. But if anything happened, Miss Dorothy, this lady right here is the one that says she wanted her to, get a hold of your baby. No, Morgan too, Miss Dorothy. Philly John say Portia's a stallion, Candace is a pony. Yes, one of them little ponies from the children's parties. Okay. Hey, mood makers. Say Candace will pull out her tissue and fold it like she always does. Child, when she woke up. Don D say, I ain't always like Candace, but watch her mouth. No, people need to get up to speed with being quick with it. Cab dude was wrong for putting her hand. Okay. That's what went left. Yeah, she was definitely wrong for putting her hand in that girl's face. That's absolutely where it went left. That's absolutely where it went left. I'm not gonna say watch your mouth, but definitely don't engage in fights. Like if y'all sitting at a table, I definitely agree with you, Don D. I got a mouth, you got a mouth. You say what you say, I'm gonna say what I say. Nobody has a right to touch somebody because of what they say. People have a right to say anything they want to say. Keep your hands to yourself. I agree with you on that. However, don't go engaging in fights. And if I'm being honest, Candace absolutely course corrected because I ain't seen her with her hand in nobody's face after that. And as a matter of fact, when Mia kept putting her hand in Wendy's face and stuff, Candace was like, "No, we don't put hands and faces around here." Okay. So Candace definitely corrected. Hey, Lily. There go my sis. Mood maker says she should have known better than to call Porsha Mrs. Steal Your Man. Child, she called her should take a man. I wasn't mad at should take a man. At the end of the day, if you gonna take a man, then if somebody talk about it, don't be mad and keep your hands to yourself. I wasn't mad at should take a man. Porsha slapped and pulled people hair. That's not hands. No, that ain't all that heifer did. That heifer a fight. Anybody drag your body a few feet, that's the fighter. It's thank you. She'll fight and will run you down, chase you down alleys and hallways to fight you too. Candace don't need that kind of problems. Hey, QD. Mood maker say she better be glad Porsha trying to show her new husband she know how to act. That's what I got from her too. When she got up and did that little walk away situation, she trying to make sure that man don't say get the hell out my house. That's what I saw. Dialogue sister say we don't want Candace in the mental institution with them tissues, no Porsha in jail, because that's exactly what'll end up happening. If she's still crying 3 years later about Monique, girl, she'll end up in a straitjacket behind Porsha. Hey, SFL. It's just, it'd be a lot. Girl, if you don't tell the whole truth, don't tell half the truth, Morgan. She did not just pull hair. She slid Kenya's entire body. Y'all, you could quit that bull. She did not pull hair. She pulled her entire tail. That's what she pulled. That's what you call sliding a hoe. She slid that hoe. Yeah, that's the fighter. Ain't nobody got time for that. Don D say Cynthia had a front row seat of the Kenya Dragon. That's why she kicked first and talked about it later. That's right. Cynthia was supposed to kick Porsha. Porsha was dead wrong, leaning in that girl face. And we know your ignorant, halfway slow window licking behind a swing on somebody. Cynthia was supposed to kick the dog snot out Porsha. She should have kicked her uterus out. Cynthia should have kicked her uterus out. Just because you can fight or whatever, you don't be trying to bully and intimidate people. Bump that. Get your hand up out people's face. Don't be acting menacing. Cynthia was right. I might not like Cynthia, but Cynthia was on the money. She should have kicked that tramp until her ribs cracked into pretzel chips. Ain't no way in hell. Don D say Cynthia had front row seat. I know that's right. Stella say Porsha didn't just pull her hair. She literally dragged that chick like a rag doll. Yes, she did. She slid her. She slid her. She slid that darn girl. And Kenya was traumatized after they good sliding too. She knew what it was. She knew if them people wasn't there, she'd have got more than that sliding. She'd have drug off like some kind of rabbit hyena. Say Morgan State. Morgan, she beat the brakes in the Kenya, dragged her way off that couch. Yeah, she slid that girl. She slid her. She couldn't have slid me like that, but she slid her. She slid her. Yeah, and Kenya ain't a little bitty either. Kenya's solid. She a solid girl, but that being solid ain't help her that day. She another one need to learn to keep her hand and objects out people's face that don't go well. Yeah, I believe Porsha's slow. I don't care what y'all say. She pretty, but she's slow. Something wrong. Saying Cynthia's boob was also attacked by Porsha during the drag. Yeah, Cynthia titty did take a lick. It did. It did. So I seen some fights in my day. I just don't see Porsha's having hands. Child, please. That big heifer. You say you done seen some fights. I done been in a few. That heifer right there, she a fighter. She's a fighter. You don't just slide a hole like that and you ain't. That's a fighter. Say honestly, I'd be embarrassed of the cuckoo punt over the wig slide. Yes, that's what you, girl. You say it. Say it. QD, I say. I think Porsha wants Gizelle and Candace to fight over her for friendship. Could be. That could be it. Because right now the attention that, not just the attention, I don't want to say attention, but the energy that her and Gizelle is giving Candace, I feel like they came there with an agenda, and I said that. Monique and Porsha know how to snatch a chick up quick. Yep. I think that's why they bonded. You got attacked by Porsha. Don't come in here playing. When Porsha attacks you, gossip news, don't start that. Porsha do love attention. She do. Say read her book. She's slow and was slow in school. I'm telling you, I ain't read her book. I told you I will not read a book written by a third grader. I won't. But everything about Porsha gives me slow. She gave me a black eye and a broken tooth. Now, is you making up stories on that girl? You say you not joking. Wait a minute. I'm finna put this link here. Explain to me when Porsha jumped on you and blackened up your eye and chipped your tooth. Now, God done it. I wants to hear about this. Now, you're going to have to put up or shut up because I need to hear this. Say, who else has seen her fight? I just heard about Kenya. Girl, she done fought more than Kenya. Where you been? Say, yes, she's slow. Her mama and sister seem a little slow, too. Now, I ain't going to talk about Miss Diane with her beautiful self. Sis say she not joking. I need to hear about this. How Porsha end up blackening up your eye. That Key Marie, though, say, when you get drugged by somebody in heels and a ball gown, baby, you been drugged. Yep, what that is an old country corn-fed heifer. And if she'd have been in some sneakers or barefoot, you'd have been in trouble. Ain't no way in the entire hell. Ain't no way. Porsha would have had to see me. You said it was a long time ago. I still want to know how that happened. Hit the link, sis. Let me put it in the chat again because I still want to hear about that. Yeah, she beat that assistant. Is that the one she chased down that alley and jumped on? Hey, Debbie Garcia. Child, Porsha dangerous. But I do believe that she scared that man gonna put her out of his house. And if she around here jumping on people and causing him lawsuits, he need to put her behind that. Tamron, I don't know if Tamron read her. Tamron was being petty. And I'm going to tell you something else, QD. I didn't really appreciate that because I feel like if that was your opinion of her and her stealing that woman's husband bothered you that much, why have her on your show? I thought that was kind of whack of Tamron, actually. Oh, not Miss Diane, Diane's sister. Oh. Okay. That's right. You can talk fast and you can type. Tell them that. Say, yeah, Miss Porsha got hands. She did a lot of fighting in her life. Yeah, she fought her way till they put her out of school. In high school, that girl been fighting. She's slow though. She kind of slow. I don't. Them slow people hurt you sometimes. Say Porsha know them boundaries. Yeah, she know not to get put out. Yeah. So it seemed like she likes to go for weaker people, and that's whack in my opinion. Cynthia ain't no weaker person. Cynthia is a big old strong, cock strong Alabama girl. What you talking about? She just like to fight, period. That thing slow. Okay. Say Portia might be mad if she hear me talking about her like so. What you scared of Portia? Cause I'm not. My hands up to date. I'm solid too. She repping Georgia. I'm repping Florida. I'm rock solid. You could tell me, I ain't gonna tell nobody else. Lily say she the type of woman you got to overpower because she's a wild woman. Yep. I know places on the body that'll slow you down. I ain't gotta find no places on your body. I'll put Portia Big Tail on her back. Don D say gossip news don't want to get brooked again. Listen, I ain't mad at you. If you scared, then I ain't mad at you, you know. You say you don't want to get attacked again. I feel you. Listen, don't get in no trouble for me, because I'm not there with you. See, a person gotta think mean and evil is her. Portia don't be thinking that thing blink out. You could see it in her eyes. Everything behind her eyes go blank. I'd be like, ooh, look at her. Like she ain't took her meds. Yes, Florida. Say, but Cynthia timid. She ain't gonna step to somebody like Marlo. Child, I don't believe that she would have a problem jumping in Marlo's face, and Cynthia ain't that timid. Nene tried to tell y'all about her, and then she showed y'all who she was. Y'all can play if you want her. Yeah. Look, Vanessa. She say she is traumatized. Lily say I'm small, so I got to hit damaged places on the body to take you down. I feel you. I ain't gotta go for no places. I'm the place. Bianca say, no, you don't want to get attacked again. No, don't get jumped on, please. Do not get jumped on. Portia got Portia and Simon money. Hit me, boo. I know that's right. I don't know. I might miss out on that lawsuit because you put your hand on me. I'm a dog walk you. We ain't even finna play them games. So, anyway, right, Vet, you better tell her. Ain't nothing timid about Cynthia, about 50 Cent fake tail. She fake, but she ain't timid. You smaller than I understand. Listen, shout out to the petite ladies. I got all the love in the world. I understand. I do. I'm 5'10" and rock solid. I don't see you. I don't. Okay. Stella say, what's so tough about Marlo? Her mouth. Portia would fight Mike Tyson. Yeah, Portia is one of them slow people. She don't care. Marlo is something else too now. Marlo rough. That's St. Pete. So Cynthia probably been fighting the coked out models from the 80s. She ain't no punk. She showed Portia that. She sure did. She let Portia know, like, girl, please. I was on Cynthia's side that day. I wanted her to kick her a little bit harder. So with the truth of dare, the questions was silly. Alexia, Rachel husband's child. Then it was for Candace, marry, kill, or bang Monique. She said she would bang Monique to hell. Gizelle, who would make the least money on OnlyFans. She say Marisol probably because she don't know how it worked. Leah, they asked her who shouldn't come back to New York. That girl ate a scorpion rather than talk. Because Leah said she didn't want to be messy and say nobody should go. Candace in the confessional saying, shoot, I said Gizelle need to go. Chris B, what's up? Say Mallory, Cynthia's sister, wanted to fight Candy too, so they got some fighters in their family. Yeah, them things is fighters. Not only that, child, Mel put Kenya Moore on notice and let her shut the hell up. And Kenya did just that too, shut the hell up, because she ain't want none of that Alabama girl. You better leave them girls alone. Okay. Then they got the Whitney, and they was like, give us 3 times the Heather lied on camera. She ate a scorpion, and she talking about she didn't want to be messy. I feel like you didn't have 3 times when she lied on camera, so that's why you ate it. Heather was like, girl, you done had every opportunity to say what I lied about and didn't. They say, Heather, who gave you the black eye? She ate the scorpion. She done already told y'all she don't know who did it. Marisol says the person she trusts least is Leah because Leah threw her under the bus. Girl, you was trying to jump in when all of them was ganging up on her and help them out. So she went ahead and helped you out and let you know about getting the first thing in the morning drinking vodka. And Leah says she don't trust her either. Marisol get back to the house, back inside, complaining about Pepsi, and her friend got sick of her, and she blaming, oh, I'm sick. I probably need to be by myself when I'm sick. Then they got this little fake Mardi Gras dinner. Gizelle calling herself the Creole Queen, and my people from New Orleans, and whatever. So to me, the dinner was whack. She just talking about the Zulu parade and Mardi Gras in New Orleans and blah, 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 blah. Like, who the hell cares about king cake? Whatever. What was interesting to me was the sprinter rides over and back. The sprinter rides with Candace and them, they over there laughing and kicking. The sprinter rides with Gizelle and Porsha, all they did was complain. Porsha on the sprinter trying to do spin for Gizelle. Oh, for her to say that you made an allegation against her husband, that's so damaging. And Gizelle like, oh, she did it on camera. They hadn't filmed the reunion yet. She went ahead and finished telling you what she thought about you. So that was interesting. But it was just funny to me to see the sprinter rides that, all y'all did was talk about this girl the whole time. She wasn't talking about y'all, but y'all was sure talking about her. Then Gizelle took over once the food finished or whatever, because they got rain and ran inside. And Gizelle want to pull that terribly reasonably shady game from her driveway party. And she talking about taking credit for other people's success because that Alexia girl tried to say something about she paved the way for Potomac in Salt Lake City. And she's like, yeah, because we came before y'all and we had diversity and we came back after 8 years. Girl, bye. Ain't nobody remember y'all the first time. Then they had the bully question and Candace was like, child, I know you talking about me. And yes, it's reasonable to call y'all bullies because y'all was bullying that girl. And a hit dog will holler. Y'all bullied that girl. And I was good. I was good with her saying that because Candace was right. They were bullying that girl. And then Porsha was like, "What? It's just because she said, why are you so bothered about me calling you a bully?" She's like, because it's nasty to say. It's nasty to say. And then Porsha told on herself again as to why she's so mad with Candace, talking about because she taking up for Leah. She just want to argue with us. She just taking up for Leah to argue with us. Girl, please. She shouldn't have to take up for Leah. The fact that you said she taking up for her, it means that y'all are picking on that girl and somebody took up for her. Gizelle threw a comment out about Portia's butt cheeks and talking about, well, I feel attacked because my butt is smaller. It's not that it's so much, well, it is smaller, but your issue is not the size though, Gizelle. It's the fact that it ain't shaped right. It looked like a lumpy pillow. That's the problem. Then they got into Heather about her book title. Whitney tried to jump in there and make it into something. And Alexia was like, child, I get what you're saying. She's on the fat girl side. Candace was like, let's move on. Y'all up here arguing about church, either go or don't. Then Whitney tried to follow the fat girl to the sprinter when it was time to leave to still talk about the mess. The girl was like, leave me alone. So they, that didn't work out. So again, in the sprinter, everything seemed cool. The sprinter over there with Candace and them, they got a little nasty. They went talking about the butt stuff. I don't know why they had to talk about butt stuff and who did what with butt stuff. And Candace went to getting graphic about the butt stuff. I'm like, listen, I don't want to hear about no sodomy, okay? That y'all could keep that. Then over there with Porsha and Gizelle and them, they steady complaining and fussing. And I wonder what they talking about over there. They not talking about y'all. They talking about butt stuff. Then as soon as they get back to the house, y'all, Gizelle back to being fake. Oh, y'all was all absolutely amazing. And girl, you just got through complaining and talking trash about these people. Now, y'all was all amazing. All before y'all on the bus talking about the two cousins is draining and getting on y'all nerves, but y'all the one stirred the mess up. And then the Whitney girl, I don't want to be messy, but then you get on the confessional before the show go off talk about some with the same three things. Well, she's still a Mormon and she wrote that book, and Jen hit her in the eye and she won't say it, and about the rumor, and she wouldn't say she heard the rumor too. That's not three lies she told. That's three things you mad about. Girl, get over it. So that was it in a nutshell. If y'all ain't got Peacock, you might want to get it. You might want to get it. Absolutely. Miami didn't come first at all. The only thing she could claim was that they came before Salt Lake City and Potomac, but the problem is they didn't get canceled and you did. The fact that you came back after 8 years mean that they had to cancel you in the first place. So y'all saw how 50 Cent scooted up on the edge of the seat with Marlo. Candy had to grab that arm, remember? Yeah, child, Cynthia Will Waller. That's why I'm like, child, please. Them just some big old corn-fed heifers down there in Atlanta. Now, Candace, I don't know how well Candace will do down there with them big old girls. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how that'll work out. But them some big old girls down there. Everything down there get a hold to you. Almost. Hell, even Sonya Richards Ross, the Hebrew Israelite, the Power Ranger, she looked like she'll try to fight somebody because she looked like she wanted to get a hold of Drew, flipping that weave in her face. Morgan. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we always respectful over here. We can talk about these people, but no personal attacks on each other, baby. We don't attack family around here. Oh, no. Yeah. We don't do that here. Everybody can have an opposing opinion. Everybody ain't, it's just like life. Like, everybody's not guaranteed to agree with you. But at the end of the day, just because somebody disagree with you, you don't have to go after them for it. You should want to hear other opinions. I don't like talking in an echo chamber. I always want to hear what other people got to say because I could be wrong. I'll be wrong a lot of times, really. But I just think what I think, and I'm going to say what I think. Yeah, that's definitely what ATL is about. They going to spend their money, they flash it, they extra, but them some big old girls down there. Hey, anytime. Listen, child, hit me on my Instagram. I want to hear about this girl jumping on you and how old y'all was. I want the whole story. Right, DT, tell them. Over here, baby, don't nobody get attacked on the porch. We don't play like that. Oh, I love that. I'm sending you a hug. So look, ain't nobody hit the StreamYard, so I'm assuming ain't nobody got nothing else to say. And I'm finna finish eating if that's all y'all got for it, because this is all I got. And we done covered all the topics, and I got to go listen to the Ricky Smiley to see what the hell lies Latasha done told on there, and I guess I'm gonna have to hear the Billy Goat call in when she should have just stayed in her goddamn lane. But I guess that's too much to ask. That's too much to ask. All right. But listen, I'm finna go eat and listen to that. Y'all, please hit the like button on the way in. If you didn't get a chance to hit the like button, well, hit it on the way out if you didn't get a chance to hit it on the way in. And I will come and holler at y'all tomorrow. Okay. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Hit the notification bell. Make sure you click all so you'll know every time we go live on this porch. And also subscribe if you have not subscribed. And make sure that you join channel membership if you want to be a part of the Royal family. We have lots of goodies and treats and good times, and we want you to be a part of it, okay? So please hit your join button or hit the membership link in the description box of the video, and I will holler at y'all tomorrow. Talk to you later. Love you guys. Bye.